Even throw the punches, your stance must be right as far as your pivot. Start off with your pivot, get on your pivot, and it's light. The jab goes like this. This is exactly how the jab go. Jab.
Out we go.
Punching. But overall, I have to say Crawford. If you go down the list and ask me about tactical advantages, most of them are Crawford.
Floyd Mayweather recently visited Terence Crawford's training camp, giving valuable insights on how to overcome Canelo Alvarez. During his visit, Mayweather shared strategies that helped him win victory against Canelo in their 2013 bout. He told Crawford to focus on speed, sharp defense, and precise counterpunching to exploit Canelo's weaknesses. Mayweather's experience and advice could give Crawford an edge as he prepares for this career-defining challenge against the bigger and more powerful Alvarez.
If you likes this, please subscribe, Fight File, and click the bell icon for more new boxing updates.
You bring the hook with it. You can go to the body. Jab. Just double jab. Triple jab.
At a recent press conference, Canelo Alvarez did not hold back in his opinion of Terence Crawford's career. He pointed out that, in his view, Crawford has not met any truly elite opponents so far. Canelo expressed confidence that he represents a level of skill and experience that Crawford has yet to face. This remark wasn't just bravado, it was a psychological tactic meant to plant doubt and pressure on Crawford ahead of their showdown. Canelo's comments reflect his belief in his reputation as one of the sport's top fighters, and he seems determined to remind everyone of the gap in experience between himself and his challenger.
Last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level. And
I fought everybody.
The last fighters you fought since 2002.
Mention me one. You mention me one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look.
It's gonna be me.
I don't care about nobody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? Same everybody else been saying since I moved to 147, I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass and he gonna be next. Watch.
Max Kellerman gave a sharp analysis when analyzing the two fighters. He highlighted how Crawford's jab has become one of the most successful tools in boxing today. Kellerman noted that although Canelo once held a similarly sharp jab, it has faded over time, and now Crawford's precision and speed in this area give him a clear edge. Furthermore, Kellerman emphasized that Crawford's tactical intelligence could present major problems for Canelo, who primarily counts on his natural size and power. This breakdown shows how strategy and technique could outweigh physical attributes. In this matchup,
jab.
Crawford.
Best defense.
Crawford. Nowadays, Crawford. I would say early in the fight, Canelo. And earlier in his career, Canelo. But he hasn't been that kind of fighter in recent years. Although Crawford is also hittable. With any fighter, when you talk about their defense, the question is not, can they be hit with a shot? You take punches. Everyone, the greatest defensive fighters ever get hit. Pernell Whitaker, Willie Pep, Floyd Mayweather, they all get hit. The question is, can you hit them with combinations? And both guys are hard to hit. With the two-piece, hard to hit.
So who has the best footwork out of the two?
In terms of cutting off the ring, last fight notwithstanding, Canelo has gotten much better at cutting off the ring. But, early in his career, he had a problem with that and was much more comfortable counterpunching. But overall, I have to say Crawford. If you go down the list and ask me about tactical advantages, most of them are Crawford. What Canelo has is size, and as a result, physical strength and punching power. Canelo also has a great chin. But in terms of if you want to go skill for skill, especially the recent version of Canelo, who's had to turn into a seek and destroy guy, who had to learn as his career went on to cut off the ring and not just follow guys around. Like Lara, Trout, Floyd, he followed those guys around. He had trouble because he's really a natural counterpuncher who wants you to come to him.
Nikiko Ali, grandson of Muhammad Ali, has publicly voiced his support for Terence Crawford. According to him, Crawford's character and skills inside the ring are excellent. Ali admires Crawford's dedication, discipline, and ability, seeing him as a fighter worthy of being called one of the greats. His endorsement shows how Crawford's influence goes beyond mere achievements. It speaks to the respect he commands among boxing figures linked to historic legacies.
People with Canelo before Canelo's last fight, but then after Canelo's last fight, it seems like it's more 50-50 now. So everything is just the build up for that fight is just going to be absolutely magnetizing. Like that fight, it's garnered so much more buzz after Canelo's last fight, and Bud is Bud. He's one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. He is one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. So it's going to be a fight. It's going to be awesome to watch.
Have you sparred any of them?
I haven't sparred Bud yet. I haven't been in Canelo's camp. I've met Canelo a few times. I love Canelo's team. Canelo's one of my favorite fighters. He's been my favorite fighter for the longest time. But you know, I have to be Team Bud because me and Bud are cool, and I have so much belief in Bud, and I know who he is as a fighter. He is one of the greats. So he could do anything he wants.
And being around both of them and seeing how they work and train and things like that, what makes both of them the fighters they are, in your opinion?
I've watched Bud, so for Bud in particular, he's calm in everything he does, and that kind of calm is scary to watch because it shows experience. You can see that he's been doing this for decades.
Canelo Alvarez has recognized Crawford's abilities with professionalism. He mentioned that when fighters work at the highest level, weight classes lose some of their significance because true professionals can adapt. Canelo expressed his resolve to prepare with maximum intensity, understanding that facing Crawford takes more than depending on natural advantages. His comments reveal his respect for his opponent and his knowledge that this bout demands peak conditioning and sharp strategy. Provided a balanced view on this fight, he praised Canelo's physical strength and the intense nature of his training camp, highlighting how these factors contribute to Canelo's constant dominance in the ring. At the same time, he noticed Crawford's unique ability to understand and counter tricks due to his wrestling background, which adds layers to his defense and attack. However, Showbiz insisted that Canelo's experience and natural size advantage give him a slight edge in this contest. That's it for today's movie. Stay tuned until next.